boys and girls. YOLO, as the kids say. Yes, I'm here and I'm going to show you the Edge router, the Edge PowerE router. And as you can see, I've logged into the configuration UI of the router. So the first thing you have to do, you actually plug in your network cable to your new router, and you plug it in to your computer, of course, and then you run up the configuration. This is in Swedish, of course, because I live in Sweden, as you all guys probably know. And you configure the network settings. So you need to configure your network settings over here. You bring this up and you get blah blah blah, and you go to settings down here and you configure a static IP address, and then you can log in into this UI for the Edge Max. Yeah, and guys, when I actually went through the packaging a little bit more, I actually found a user manual over here to the Edge router. I didn't find that before, because it was wedged in the packaging on the back side, so it was lying there quite neatly. Anyway, you log into this, and of course this is the first time I'm setting this up. This is not connected to the internet in no way, so this is a recording, as you all guys can probably figure out. So you go into your quick guide here, and why I need to go into the quick guide is to see the username and password for this router. And it's actually, yeah, you can see it. I'm typing it in right now, and it's quite easy actually, and you have to read all of this, and it's awesome. Everything sounds perfect. I trust this guy, and it loads out. I mean, here's the first screen. So I never done this before, and it's the first time I'm seeing this Edge router online. I've seen some tutorials on YouTube, of course, and this is more or less a tutorial as well. But anyway, this is how it looks for real. That is anyway way for me. You guys see this is a recording. Yeah, I'm babbling. I'm rambling. Of course, this is the part over here. You can see the RX and TX side of it, how many kilobytes or megabytes you're sending over the RX and TX, and you see a graph for it as well here. And I'm connected to the 01 over here, and you can see that on the top as well. I got 1 gigabit because I'm using the right type of cable. So I'm the blue one, I guess, here. I'm the blue one, and this is the blue one. And some way, I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. Something I did do something. What I did, I don't know. But anyway, the uptime is 7 minutes here. I'm using 7% of my RAM, 3% of my CPU. And you get a console over here if you like that type of thing. You can log in here to the console. You have a toolbox to ping, trace, discover, packet capturing, and log monitor. I know you guys can actually not see everything here because of my camera position, but you guys have to bear with me on that actually. I know I'm real evil. I don't let you guys see everything. But over here, it's the same things for everything here. You can actually see the IP number over here. Yeah, and you can see how much you're sending, and if you're connected, and if you want to configure it, or you want to send TMPoE or disable the connection. It looks quite awesome so far, I think, anyway. So this is the dashboard. I have 2 connected, and total of 2. OSPF is disabled. I don't know really what that is, but yeah, sounds good anyway. The firewall is disabled, but you can add rules here. Come on, go back. Okay, you don't want to go back. Anyway, there it is, and the DHCP is disabled as well. So I guess we're going to do this oh, here you have some more stuff. Do this the old-fashioned way. Configure everything yourself when the time comes, but I'm going to do that. But you have the system tray over here. Yeah, it's furthest down here. You can actually push on this and you can see everything on the alerts tab, or you just press systems and you can see the host name, UBNT, the time zone over here, and you can select that. If you don't want to, you can select everything here, Sweden, and there you go. That's perfect. And NTP, management system settings, SSH, port 2022, telnet server. You can download the configuration, you can upload a new image for the firmware, you can restore everything, you can restart it, you can shut down it, you can save it, of course. Yeah, and so on. And you see the percentages actually going up when you use it. But yeah, but this is the dashboard, the first thing you see when you get into it. So that's pretty neat actually. It's clean. I had some decision making when I actually chose what kind of router I wanted. I didn't know I wanted a unit one, a 1U1, so you can mount it somewhere, maybe in a cabinet like I'm going to, and you actually have the PoE option like this one has. So I was torn between MicroStars routers with PoE option. They are actually, here in Sweden anyway, are a little bit cheaper, and I was looking on tutorials for it, and I actually saw that they are not bad, but the UI felt more or less more complex than this one. So and the reviews of it, I actually saw that some guys said that it's actually a little bit complicated. And to be honest, why I was introduced to MicroStars routers, it was because of my cousin. And my cousin said that he was using it in his company for their systems. And I thought to myself, if he is using it and he says it's quite good, I'm going to look it up. And they were quite cheap actually. It was maybe $50 cheaper than this one I got, but the price did matter a little bit actually. But I like the UI of this, the graphical interface on this router instead of the other one, just because the reviews I read said that it was complicated. My cousin said it was an awesome router, but it takes a little time to configure it and get an understanding of how it works, because everything is graphical, but it's more complex, I guess. And that's the basic point I got from the reviews and my cousin's advice. So I decided I'm going to look more on videos on Edge Max and their stuff, and it's Ubiquiti or something like that networks. I can't pronounce it, but if you Google Edge routers, you get up this model, I promise you. And if you don't get up this model, you get up the brand at least, and you can search for this model if you like. So this is part 2, like I said in the beginning of this video. and part 1 you can watch that on my channel. Probably going to put that somewhere up here somewhere. Anyway, here's the routing table. So here you can see how many devices there are connected, and this is me, I guess. Yeah, this should be me. Yeah, that's me. And this is, I don't really know what this is, but I'm going to figure it out. Security, here you have a tab for, and here you can add rules for the security, and firewall groups, NAT, VPN, if you want a VPN, and probably everyone should have at least one VPN. You don't have to use it always, but sometimes you really like to use it. Like me, I use it when I want to go into the American or Canadian version of a website, like Netflix. Anyway, services, of course, DHCP, DNS, and PPVoE. Yeah, PPVoE. Yeah, quite awesome. You can actually add a DHCP name here, subnet and range start and stop, and save that, and this will use DHCP. And of course, that's one thing you should do. And users, and this is me, I guess. It's admin level and access, and if I want to change it so more people have access to it and stuff like that. But what is this? Ping. You can run tests here. You can trace something. That's quite awesome, actually. You can discover. Ah, this is me. Yeah. Well, that's awesome. Actually, it's awesome. Yeah. Looks good, actually. Doesn't seem too complicated. Maybe you need to configure this differently than I'm going to, so this is just going to be a review of it. And my first impression here is, with this router, it looks awesome. It looks perfect for my use and what I need to do use it for. And like I said in the first video, I'm going to use an access point to this one, so I have wireless in my house. And why I'm doing this is just because I want better coverage than I have today. And the best thing to do then, I think anyway, is to use an access point. And I'm going to use UBIQEIT, whatever, as access points as well, and that they are pretty, yeah, they can connect, they can sync with each other, so I don't need to configure that and configure this. They can actually more or less talk to each other, so it's a fairly easy setup. And I like this. I really like this router. It looks awesome. And yeah, I would recommend this. I think so. I think so, actually. I'm going to get a hang of it, and like I said, this is the first time I'm looking through all of this, so I'm quite honest to say that I've never seen this or touched anything of the user interface on these devices before, so I guess I need to figure some stuff out and maybe even look some things up to get a full understanding of what to do and how to use all of the functions and what functions I need to have them for. But like I said, I'm going to use their access point as well, and then I'm going to get more coverage in this house. Just because I have poor coverage right now, I have good Wi-Fi coverage down here. I have good Wi-Fi coverage in my living room, and I have good coverage upstairs in my my other bedroom. It's actually a gym at the moment. But in my bedroom upstairs, that's a little bit of a dead zone because I have my NVIDIA Shield up there and the connection isn't that great. So then I thought that I will mount an access point to the inner ceiling of the house and point it downward, and then I'm probably going to get more coverage, hopefully anyway. So this is this video's end. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to see you soon. And you know what to do. You hit the like button if you like it, hit the dislike button if you don't like it, but please leave a comment why you don't like it. And of course subscribe if you want to look at more videos from me in the future. And guys, have a great weekend that's coming up, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.